Hey, welcome to the channel. My name's Mike and this is a brand new series I'm bringing to the channel called Top 5 Things. And today's top 5 is top 5 male actors that I very much dislike. Who are they? Well, let's find out. Thank you for tuning into this video. I really do appreciate it. And just before we go anything further, I've just got to stress that these are my own personal opinions. Doesn't mean to say that you're going to agree or disagree with them. If you do agree or disagree, let me know in the comment section. Let's have a nice, healthy, civil discussion. And let me know which 5 male actors that you dislike. But these are my own personal list and views. So without further ado, let me explain why I dislike these 5 people. Maybe going to be a hot take for a few people, but the first pick for me is Timothée Chalamet. And you might be thinking, Mike, really? Timothée Chalamet out of all people? Well, the projects I've seen of Timothée Chalamet is Interstellar, Love, The Coopers, Lady Bird, Beautiful Boy, Bones and All, and Dune. Now, I've seen quite a few of his works, and not to say that he is a terrible actor or anything like that. I think he's actually an okay actor. I've never seen any movie of his where it's really blown me away and I've been like, wow, he is truly terrific. But there's just something about his acting, I find he is a boring actor. It feels as if in these movies, and I appreciate probably the parts he's been given, but he just doesn't seem to have any charisma. He seems to be kind of the old, bland, generic kind of guy who just feels like he's just there, and that's kind of like his acting ability. And for me, it's such a shame because, as I mentioned, there is some performances I do actually like of his, but they've never blown me away to the point where I've been like, right, I need to rewatch that movie, or he's a one to look out for, because for me, I just think he's kind of boring. At number 4, this actor, I have seen his live action work and his voice work in stuff such as The Iron Giant, Fast and Furious, XXX, Return of Alexander Cage, The Chronicles of Riddick, Guardians of the Galaxy, and of course we're talking about Vin Diesel. I will say I do like his voice work more than his actual live action work, as the Iron Giant, for example, or as Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy. His voice work is really cool, and I think that's where this person really excels in any form of acting. Unfortunately, when it comes to the live action stuff, he is just ultimately cheesy, he is boring, he is wooden, and he has a personality of a wet mop, quite frankly. And he does absolutely nothing for me. If he's going to be cast in a movie, which to be honest seems as if it's kind of like very generic sci-fi stuff like Bloodshot, you've got The Chronicles of Riddick and all that kind of stuff, he plays the same guy. And really, would I want him to battle all these kind of creatures to try save me? Nah, that's the creatures just to kill me. Coming in at number 3 is an actor who I just think he plays the same character over and over and over again, and he absolutely does nothing to change that. The works I've seen of his so far is The Pink Panther, The Expendables, Hobbs and Shaw, Fast and Furious and The Meg, and we're talking about Jason Statham. This guy, he has to be the tough guy in every single movie. He has to try be quirky, he has to try have some comedic timing, he has to have his muscles on show, or he has to be topless in some kind of scene, and he does absolutely nothing for me. I've never seen a really convincing performance of his as of yet. He seems like the generic kind of tough guy that's meant to be the same role in every single movie, and it just is boring beyond belief. Would you like to see videos early? Would you like access to videos you'll never see here onto the YouTube channel? Well, click the link down below in the description box and join my Patreon today. Memberships start from only £1 per month, which costs less than a coffee per day. I do want to give a huge thank you to all my awesome patrons who really help to support the channel. They are absolute legends. They also have YouTube channels. Go find their names and go subscribe to them. And if you want to join Patreon, it's just patreon.com/. Did you see that? Now let's get back to the video. coming in at number 2 is a person who a lot of people don't like, myself included. Works I've seen of this person includes The History Boys, which is a terrible movie, Trolls, The Voice of Peter Rabbit, Ocean's 8, Yesterday, which is actually a pretty good movie, and Gavin and Stacey, the TV show. And yes, I'm talking about James Corden. He, yet again, does nothing for me, and I'm not trying to judge his personal life because I don't know him. Again, you can only hear stuff about the articles, but as an actor, he has done nothing for me. He isn't funny. He hasn't provided any humour. He hasn't provided or shown that he's like a serious actor and can do a really serious role. He just seems as if he's been there for comedic relief. Hearing his voice is utterly annoying, and really, I think he should just leave Hollywood. And finally, coming in at number 1 is a person I've disliked for the longest time. A lot of stuff's come out about this person in the personal life very recently, which I am trying to separate, but even in general, I've disliked this person for the longest time, and I don't think they're a great actor. I don't know how they got so many acting roles. They have been in movies that I've seen, such as a voice work in Trolls and in the movie Arthur, and I'm talking about Russell Brand. This man is not good looking, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to judge looks or anything, but I really don't see the appeal of what a lot of people kind of have, but again, each to their own. His acting is absolute toffee. He tries to sell this sexy British accent. He tries to be this hunk. He tries to be like this really ladies man, and I'm just like, it's not believable. No one is going to believe that. He's got no charisma whatsoever, and again, his personality seems as dry as a dry mop, and I really dislike Russell Brand, and I really hope he does not get an acting gig ever again. So that is my list of top 5 male actors that I personally dislike. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section down below. And while you're at the comment section down below, let me know which top 5 list that you would like to see next. Hope that you've enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and until the next time that I see you guys, I'll be seeing you later.